Not much, man. How's it going on your end? Everything good? Is it snowing where you're at, or what?
I'm actually in Miami, so it's 79 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So
And that's where I'm going next. Okay.
I'm driving right now. I'm on the way to record the EtherPets theme song with a couple artists. So I'm here. Might get distracted every once in a while, but I'm here.
Perfect. So, yeah, I'm gonna kick this AMA off right here. So just want to know a little bit about you and kind of how you came to the conclusion that you wanted to build EtherPets, and I also want to know kind of what the inspiration for this project was.
Yeah, for sure. Kicking it right off. So my name's Element. I've been building EtherPets for about 6 to 7 months now. And essentially what the vision was to create Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, something that brought that same kind of idea of progression and freedom onto the blockchain. Like a lot of people have tried to make something, a product, whether it be a game, NFTs, but they all fall short and didn't really provide a real analog to DeFi Pokemon. And I played Pokemon since I was a kid. I love it. I know every single one. There's 900 plus now. I played every game, so something I'm really passionate about. And, I saw a gap in the market. No one's really rivaled kind of Axie, unless it's a card game or some kind of convoluted, not yet, idealized RPG or something. So I wanted to create kind of Pokemon for the blockchain. That's the idea behind it.
Okay, makes sense. So, like, also, I'm guessing Pal World have been an influencing factors. It's a pretty big game out right now. No,
Oh,
all my
yeah.
friends, yeah, nice. Okay, well, in terms of, I'm looking at the website right now. Actually, you guys are going to be including a game to this, yeah?
Yeah, so right now we're minting NFTs, which are the characters that you'll use in the game. So basically, people have the opportunity to build their team over the next few months. So right now we're minting Flicker, Dudo, and Zaplin, the fire, water, and electric type starters. And by minting these guys, you'll be able to gotta merge. By minting these guys, you'll be able to level them up and evolve them. So by executing on-chain transactions with Ethereum. So for example, you go on Uniswap and you buy a token. You'll gain 30 experience for the EtherPets you have in your wallet. So it kind of gamifies trading. It gamifies, your DeFi journey, and allows you to grow with your companions that you'll be able to use in the game.
Nice. See, I'm just reading through everything here. Um,
Yeah, it's a deep project. There's a lot of nuance to it. We could be here for hours just going through the roadmap
yeah,
and all that.
no, 100%, 100%. That's why I'm just it's really cool. I'm gonna look through your docs real quick. So, okay, at the moment? What's your mint price for these NFTs?
So the mint price remains the same throughout the entire life cycle of EtherPets. It's always
Okay,
$100 in EtherPets tokens. So we don't want your ETH. We actually burn all the EtherPets tokens automatically that are used for minting. So we burned over 60 grand so far, almost 8% of the total supply.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
The ecosystem's developed for holders.
Okay, that's really good to know. Yeah, no, that's exactly what you want in a project like this. If you're looking for long term scalability, I think that's a great decision you guys made. Now, in terms of maybe users exchanging and trading their EtherPets NFTs, how do they go about that?
Yeah. So right now we're fighting with OpenSea. We've been delisted like 4 times, but we have a good contact with them. So we're working on a resolution. But nearly any other secondary marketplace at the moment, OpenSea will be up in the next, not today or the next day and the day after that, are the possible timelines for relisting our collection. You can still see it there. You just can't list your NFTs, which is not a big deal because we're still minting. You can get them for mint price right now. But yeah, so you can purchase them on the secondary market. But also, if you trade your EtherPet to a different wallet without evolving it, it will reset the experience. So that's an important thing to know. This is to prevent wash trading, people trying to manipulate the system. Let's just say you have a wallet with a Zaplin. If you manage to get to the threshold required for Zaplin, which is 600 experience, you'll be able to go ahead and evolve it on the EtherDex, which is like the DApp dashboard that lets you not only evolve, but view the stats of your EtherPets. Every EtherPet has, different stats depending on its growth rate. And yeah, the EtherDex is still coming. We're doing a launch party with a stat reveal on the 23rd for the actual, back end of the ecosystem, which is the evolution and the stats.
Perfect.
But yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
how
I'm,
you go
I'm
about it.
guessing nice. I'm guessing you guys are on season 1 right now, yeah?
We're on season 1, set 1. So these are the very first EtherPets you can possibly obtain. And there's only 500 of each.
Okay, nice. All right. So, and then in terms of the roadmap, where would you say you guys are at?
We're still in the token development cycle. We're just entering the mint cycle where, there is one season confirmed so far with 10 sets. So all the art's already in place, all the lore is written. And these are 90 total EtherPets, 30 base forms. So each set introduces 3 new base forms. Like I said earlier, this set is Flicker, Dudo, and Zaplin. The next set will be Glider, Fuzzlet, and Rocket. And beyond that, there's much more EtherPets to discover. But we're just entering the mint cycle. We've established our early community. People have found us through various means of networking or know me personally. I've been in the space for a while and have a lot of people that are interested in building with me. So, we've managed to collect a good launch community and have everybody educated. First step is done.
100%. Now, in terms of your team size and kind of the amount of people it may have taken to get this a project of this scale together, what did that look like? How many developers do you guys have working on this, and how many people are on the team itself?
That's a great question. So, me, I'm the front man, the visionary, the kind of creative guy. There's 2 developers working on my team. One of them, he has a very prestigious degree from a computer science program here in the U.S., University of Texas. His name is Saint. He's a genius. I love the guy. He can do anything you can think of. He used to work for big blockchain companies. He's working on this in between jobs to build something he's passionate about, and he likes Pokemon too. He wants to see the game come to fruition, so he's on our side. And the other one's named Ocean. He's from the Netherlands, and he's also a talented developer. He's still learning, but he does a certain coding language that is important for us, especially as we were developing. He codes in Rust, and most of our back end now and front end is in Java. So we needed some backup plans for an alternative back end or something like that. So he comes into place too. There's a marketing team as well. They're a little more hands off. They let me do my thing, but they give me advice and guide me as needed, of course.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about the marketing behind this project as well. What do you guys have lined up? What do you guys have planned? How are you guys planning on running the kind of marketing strategy behind this project? And what's your kind of goal in terms of onboarding users as well as holders?
Yeah. So since we're in the early stages right now, it's all about accumulating holders and minting NFTs. The primary strategy for that has been things like this, like AMAs, because it is a tough project to explain. So a lot of it, defaults on actually sitting there and explaining, this is how this works. This is how this works. Oh, you have this question. So a lot of word of mouth. We have some big KOLs backing us that have also been pretty hands off, some hands on. But there's, a large network of support behind this project, as you might be able to tell from the chart. But yeah, I haven't put my foot on the gas yet, just to take things easy, let rotators trade, let things organically build and naturally accumulate users. But the evidence is there if you guys want to check out our Twitter or Telegram to use inside. A lot of big names.
Awesome. Yeah. Nice.
Beyond that, there's the Web2 aspect to the marketing as well, and we can deep dive into that, but it gets pretty intense with our future roadmap at hand.
Nice. Well, yeah, let's talk about your Web2 roadmap here, because I feel like with a bull market that's coming up pretty soon, I feel like that's something. If you could capture more Web2 users and bring them over to Web3, it's a very important thing to do. So yeah, what do you guys have kind of planned for Web2 onboarding and marketing?
Yeah, that's the best question I've ever gotten. The entire ambition and timing of the project was kind of, the bull run's coming. Halving is in 60 something days. We see ETFs getting approved left and right. People are bullish on, the infrastructure that we built in the bear market. So I think we're going to see a lot more retail start to take up some adoption. And a part of the strategy of capturing that audience is not only providing easy onboarding with partners that might allow, direct credit card to EtherPets, or, we have an integration with Ember right now, and they're adding that to their ecosystem. Right now, they have a fiat on-ramp on our site, things like that. But in terms of marketing to that audience, a big part of it is the esports structure of the game. Instead of a P2E where we're constantly draining the project's liquidity and value, we're going to offer large prizes for the game that'll be given to people that qualify for tournaments based on performance in the game. So, how in League of Legends you rank up to different elos or different tiers and prestige in Call of Duty. In EtherPets, you'll be able to rank up your profile, and this will allow you to enter tiers, and certain tiers will qualify to participate in tournament structures for a season. So these tournaments, they'll be broadcast on Twitch. Influencers will be aligned with it. There will be large prizes that'll be advertised via Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Just creating an ultimate buzz that centers around potential gain and fun, as well as introducing it as what it is, the analog of Pokemon for DeFi or Yu-Gi-Oh or any other strategy game.
Okay, nice.
Even in the short term, we're working on. We'll have a verified Giphy. We'll have cinematic trailers going out. We'll do YouTube. All these kinds, not YouTube influencers, but our own YouTube channel, as well as influencers. But yeah, the plan is pretty replete in that sense.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'm just looking through the actual. I'm going to share my screen with everybody right now. You guys can take a look at the website, the actual minting process here. So yeah, you can actually choose to mint up to 5 of each. It looks like estimated price. If I was to mint 15 in total right now, it would cost me 230,000 tokens. How much would that be worth?
$1,500.
$1,500. Okay, awesome.
Because the $100 per NFT, right?
Yeah.
And all those tokens are burned, so they go straight to the dead wallet, no intermediary, all automated by smart contracts.
Yeah, nice. Perfect. Well, yeah, if you guys also take a look through the docs that they have here, they kind of have the explanation of the lore behind this project as well. So I do recommend everybody does go and read through that and kind of get like a real feel for this project. But yeah, and actually another question here: were you like full creative director on this in terms of creating all the lore and then the the actual pet ideas and kind of like the whole feel of the project?
Yep.
Did you handle that all creatively? Nice.
I did that animation. I wrote all that text, everything in the roadmap I wrote. It's a passion project for me, something I'm very serious about. I made this project because I want the game to exist. I need like this game to be real, you know? For me, as just like a Pokemon and DeFi lover, like why doesn't this exist? You know, somebody needs to take it seriously and do it right. So that's kind of my intention behind the project.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. And you yourself, do you have a creative background that you come from?
Yeah. So many $20 million plus tokens I've done branding, design for. You know, I'm the guy that they hire for your favorite project. So
Nice.
yeah, I have a large Web3 experience in that regard.
Was there anything prior to Web3 that kind of sent you into this, a creative role for most of these projects?
No, I studied philosophy in college and neuroscience. Man, I'm not a I'm not a creator by trade. I just do it because early on when I was learning about crypto, I just started helping out where I could and started learning design softwares, and it really just kind of took over my life as demand started to peak. People really wanted the content I was creating, and I was like flattered. I was like, oh, really? And they're like, hey, we'll pay for it. We'll do this. And I'm like, oh, wow. So eventually just took over my life and became a full-time business where I've been doing crypto design full-time for about 3-4 years now.
Nice. Nice. Just give me a second.
No one studies crypto, we all come into it.
That's no, exactly. That's the, yeah, no, that is the beauty of it. It's kind of why crypto's kind of anybody from any kind of walk of life can get on board if they put the time in to learn and try and gauge an understanding of this space, because it's really vast. At the end of the day, there's so many things you can do. Like, for example, your project here it's complex, right? That's the whole beauty of it. But yeah, I was gonna see if anybody has also any questions. I will be taking some questions shortly here. But yeah, in terms of, maybe you could talk a little bit about some of the other pets that you guys are going to be introducing soon.
Yeah. So, this set right now is Flicker, the fire type. Flicker is the Firefox ether pet. And a little bit of the lore behind it is after wildfires, it tends to symbolize renewal by, if it finds a trainer lost in a forest, it may guide it to a new path and set it astray. Just beguiling,
Yeah.
It's one of it has good intentions, but it likes to play with you. It's a little more mature than Pokemon, in that way. Like the ether pets aren't all just fluffy and fun. Flicker turns into an ether pet named Ferox, and Ferox turns into Infernox. I wish I can show you guys some. Yeah, you're going there right there.
I have it. Yeah, I got it pulled up right here. So you're talking about Firefox and then the Phoenix ether pet as well.
Ferox, yeah, and then the
Ferox,
the Flame Force, the Fire Force ether pet Infernox.
This is awesome.
That's the fire starter, and then you have I think after this is Zaplin or Dudo. Yeah, Dudo. He's the favorite right now. People make tons of puns and memes with Dudo. He's so memeable. But yeah, he's a dewdrop. Serene, tranquility. There's different biomes in Etheria. So the biome that Dudo is from is called the Pool of Satoshi. The one that Zaplin's from is like the Veil of Vitalik, and they all have different energies and features that make them unique for the world. This is kind of going to be all displayed in our cinematic trailer coming soon. We're partnered with a very prestigious media company to push out these high quality materials. I don't know if you've seen the preview yet.
No, I haven't. If you could share that, would be great.
Yeah, here, let me DM
navigate me to. Sounds good.
Where are you at? Hang on, I'm gonna figure this out. 2K. Trying to find your name.
Yeah, if you go to the, you should show here. I'll just DM you.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So here's like a little video preview that we have. We're still, in development for a lot of this. The project is moving pretty fast, though. We're like way ahead of schedule. So in that way, we'll have a lot more content available sooner rather than later.
So let's take a look at this. Ooh. I'm going to download this real quick and share it with everybody. Everybody's really got to take a look at this. This is nice.
That reaction that you had, that's what I want everybody's reaction. Ooh,
Yeah. Here it is. Here we go. I'm just going to share my screen with everybody here. All right. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, we have all these EtherPets rigged and animated, and the goal is to kind of create something that looks like Power World aesthetically, but they're a multi-million-dollar franchise at this point, and just getting on the same level, if not better in some aspects, is going to play out a lot to our advantage. We're not going to be an open world game, so we don't have to develop unique architectures and map designs and interactions that way. But the main mechanics of the game will boil down to turn-based strategy, like we're all pretty familiar with those that like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
So the game mechanics I haven't yet released. I'm still working with the development studio each day and taking like community input, rolling it together into the vision I have and creating the vision for it. So it's still work in progress, of course. We don't anticipate starting game development until around set 5.
Okay, makes sense.
And a set submit once every 3 weeks. So right now it's pre-marketing, pre-development, pre-this, pre-that. So you get a general idea of where we're standing. We've been alive for about 3 weeks now, going on 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Perfect. Now this trailer is pretty nuts. I can't wait to see the full video.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 more biomes, like an intro with that's the logo right there. That EtherPet doesn't have a name yet. It's kind of like our Celebi, or the Arceus of EtherPets is the creator. So unnamed, haven't figured that out yet. But this is your tour guide through Etheria. There'll be EtherPets playing in their biomes, this and that. It'll be pretty cute.
Perfect. Well, if anybody have any questions, I'm gonna start taking some on the VC here, as well as some in the lounge. So yeah, if you guys have any questions for Element here, either raise your hand or you can drop some questions down in the lounge, and I'll take a look at them. Just give me a second to pull this up. Oh, we've got 120 members here today, which is fantastic. I'm gonna. All right, Greg, I'm gonna take your question here. Greg, you're good to go.
Hello, guys. Am I audible?
Yep.
All right. So I had a question about the landscape of the NFTs. According to the website, it said that it is divided into realms. The pool of Satoshi.
Hey, Greg, I think you cut out.
Hello? Am I audible? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, now you are.
Okay. So my question is actually about the different realms of the game, the pool of Satoshi and the electric Vitalik environment. So I was wondering if the NFTs that are designed to function in the pool of Satoshi can also be used to play in the other realms. Like, are the NFTs limited to one realm, or can they function in all the whole realms that are available? That's the first question.
So the biomes, the realms, they're purely for world building. They don't have any in-game consequence. Their main function is art-wise and world building wise. So you get an idea of how Etheria is comprised. And you'll see it represented, different biomes represented in different ways, depending on which EtherPets live there. It's more of a basis for art direction and storytelling rather than a gameplay mechanic. So any EtherPet can join any EtherPet on your team. Just like if you catch a Pokemon in Route 1, a Pidgey, and then later on you can catch a legendary and you can put them both on your team. Same concept. So it's not like it's sequential or anything. It's just different places that the EtherPets live.
Okay. All right. Okay, so for the second question, is there a limit to the maximum? We have to breed our NFTs to make even more rarer ones, right? So is there a limit to the maximum rarity that we can reach? And does every NFT that you merge, do they get born to reduce the supply, like making the NFT deflationary over time?
So the NFTs do not merge and they do not breed. They evolve. So if you get a Zaplin, the
Okay.
electric one, the electric starter, and you
Okay.
execute 17 transactions on Uniswap, you'll have enough experience to go ahead and evolve it. So you'd go to our EtherDex and you'd click evolve, and then that Zaplin transforms into a different NFT. It turns into a Voltier. So the art changes and the name changes, as well as your stats. So it's the same NFT, it's the same token ID, it's just a different creature now. It evolved. So you don't breed
Oh,
them. We don't burn the NFTs. Each NFT is itself, but the species changes. And once you go from a Zaplin to a Voltier, there's no going back. You can only move forward. The max rarity you can have is, rarity is dependent. Sometimes, sometime in the future, the base forms might be more rare than the evolved ones because so many have already been evolved. But early on, the higher forms will be more rare. So it's just about how you want. Excuse me. It's just about how you want to play. You know.
okay. Oh, all right. That was a perfect answer. Thank you very much. I totally get it. Thank you, 2K. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank
You
you,
have a
Greg.
good one.
All right. Thank you.
I've got another question here from Christo. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name, but he said, "Can we be able to customize the characters in game, like their costumes, and as well, can we have a PvP mode where we can invite our friends and play with them? Maybe earn also by referring friends. And will there also be an audio interaction or sticker interaction in the PvP feature?"
Yes. So there's two sides to the PvP nature of the game. The entire game occurs in a PvP sense. So there's multiplayer that's online and ranked, and then there's free play, and you'll be able to invite other accounts to join you. The other side of it, the skins and the customization, yeah, we will have on the game. If not on launch, then shortly after, you'll be able to use EtherPets tokens to purchase secondary market NFT skins that you can use to apply to your characters in game. So it's a part of the roadmap for sure, and something that we want to execute. But of course, I'm not going to promise 100% that that's going to be included in the beta, but it will be in a final iteration of the game.
All right. Chris, I hope that answered your question. And then I have another one from Dev Kelv. So he asks, when I buy tokens, do I get NFTs in my wallet for free? I mean, do I get this case where I hold my tokens, some NFTs? And if we mint three pets, will the TX be applied to all the three? This question's a little bit
I get it. I'll reiterate the question and the answer. So when you mint an EtherPet, since it's all in one transaction, they will have different token IDs because they're being minted from the contract in a different order. So for example, if you mint 3 Zaplin and 4 Flickers, the first 3 NFTs, token ID 600, 601, 602, will be Zaplins, and the rest of the token IDs will be Flickers, even though you paid gas one time. So hopefully that answers that part. And what was the first part of the question again?
they're asking if you buy tokens, would you get NFTs in your wallet for free? But the thing is, yeah, obviously you need to burn those tokens.
Yeah, you don't get free NFTs. Yeah. You purchase them by burning tokens. And yeah, you just visit the link, click which one you want, approve the transaction, and confirm that you're paying these tokens for your EtherPet, and those tokens are then burned. So you get no benefits by holding the NFTs besides the novelty right now of training your EtherPets for the game and collecting them. And if you want to trade the secondary market, you can. And the EtherPets token itself is the main utility of the ecosystem, as it's used to mint the NFTs and used for the game. So we don't have a dual token economy, only a single token economy.
Perfect. And then I have one final question here from Don Chester. It said, EtherPets presents the unique opportunity for holders to breed and nurture their unique NFT pets into more rare species. Can NFT owners merge 2 or more NFTs with unique features together to create a much rarer and much more powerful version of the 2 NFTs while burning the other 2 that were merged out of existence? And will the team be using this strategy to reduce the number of circulating NFTs and make them deflationary over time?
So the answer to all of those questions is no. We do not breed NFTs. We do not merge NFTs. We don't burn NFTs. Each NFT is a creature within the game. So you don't breed a Zaplin and a Flicker. You can't do that. You can evolve your Zaplin into a Thunderos. You can evolve your team to a higher level. There'll be 90 different EtherPets to collect. So if you're not happy with the variation, you can go ahead and check out some of the other ones we have, or the ones that we have coming. So no, you can't breed them. We're unlike other games in that regard. You just train yours.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, I think that's about all the questions I'm going to be taking here. If you had any closing remarks to make to the community here, it would be great. And also maybe give them some updates on what's to come next and also the timelines of what's coming next.
Yeah, absolutely. So tonight we'll actually have the EPETS theme song out. I'm gonna go hop in the studio with the producers now as soon as we hang up and go work on it. So that's very short term. Beyond that, we have an AMA tonight as well. We're going to be collaborating with a different project just to cross pollinate and spread awareness to both parties. They're a cool Twitter bot thing, so you can hop in there later if you want to hear about it. And moving forward, of course, we have the EtherDex releasing on the 23rd, which is a big thing because everybody will get to realize, what their stats are and actually be able to evolve their EtherPets. And once the world figures out that these exist and how they work, the cat's out of the bag. So lots to look forward to in the short term and the long term, as we are constantly minting more sets. And, we're making content moves all the time. So, I could talk all day, but those are just some key points.
I think that's great. I would really like to give a big shout out to everybody who tuned in to this AMA today, and as well to Element for coming on here and explaining a little bit more about his project. But hope this was a great information session for everybody who was here, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Awesome, my man. Thank you for having me.
Take it easy, Element. You have a good one. And everybody else, you guys have a good rest of your day.